Hey guys, today's topic of discussion is face-offs. This video will be geared toward beginners, but if you've played the NHL series for a while, you may still learn something. In the future, I'm going to be putting out an advanced face-offs video, so stay tuned for that. Face-offs are important who begin with possession of the puck when a play is stopped. And winning most of the face-offs also means you don't have to play the puck as a goalie, and you'll be able to take advantage of erratic plays like having the puck go out of the zone after a shot. So there are four things that go into whether or not you'll win a face-off. Timing. The better your timing, the better your chance of winning a face-off. That part's obvious, and if you have the helpful hints turned on, they'll help you figure out if you're too slow or too fast. So let me show you the best time to try to win a face-off. And that is when you see the ref start to move. Let me zoom in here. Like right about now, he's ready to drop the puck. You see him like move the hand a little bit. He's going to drop the puck. So that's when you want to do it. You obviously won't see it from this point of view. If you're looking at it from the top point of view, like this, you'll see that his arm stays still the whole time. And then when he starts to move it, right about now, that's when you want to go and try to win the face-off. Another thing that goes into face-offs is longevity. And this is a little bit of a weird one, but the idea here is if you're spamming your right stick to try to win a face-off, it used to be pretty effective in the past NHLs. In this NHL, like the longer you hold your stick down, like the stronger you'll be in trying to win a face-off. So another thing when it comes to that is if you're switching up your face-off moves and taking too long, you'll find it hard to win face-offs then as well. Another thing that goes into face-offs is your face-off rating. Each player has a different face-off rating. Someone like Crosby here, yeah, that guy. He has one of the highest face-off ratings, and so it doesn't matter what kind of face-off move you do, as long as you get your timing right, you'll pretty much win every face-off, unless on the other end you have someone who's almost as equally skilled as him. And then the last one is counter-based. The idea here is that the face-offs are a mini game. It's a mini game of rock paper scissors, just with a bit more maneuvers. And there are currently about 5 to 8 different things you can do off the face-off, depending on how you group things together. And we'll go over what beats what in the future advanced face-offs video. But right now we're going to go over all 8 of those. In my opinion, there's 8. All 8 of those face-off maneuvers. So the last thing that you need to know about face-offs is that you can decide where you want the puck to go after you win the face-off. And you do that with the left stick. So the right stick, for the majority of the time, will be you trying to win a face-off, pass and like get it back to your teammates. And with the left stick, you can decide to pass it back to this defenseman, or it usually depends on the face-off maneuver. If you do a standard a forehand maneuver, you'll be able to win the face-off back to this guy for sure, and like the furthest you'll be able to go is maybe like the midway point. You can't see my little circle. And then the furthest to the right, you'll be able to win it right around here, where this guy's going to be able to pick up the puck. You won't be able to win it to this guy on the forehand, but we'll go over that later. Okay, so now we're going to go over all the different face-off maneuvers that you can do. This is going to be from a lefty's point of view. Crosby is a lefty. All that means is pretty much his dominant hand's on the left side, and he holds a stick to the left. So if you want to do this with a righty, basically, whenever I say you should hold the right stick to the left, you should actually hold it to the right. And if I say hold the right stick to the right, you want to hold it to the left. Everything else stays the same. So, as a lefty for Crosby, if you want to win the face-off, the forehand maneuver, what you would do is you would hold down the right stick to the left before the ref drops the puck. And as he's dropping the puck, you would just go into you'll just move in a counterclockwise position down to 6 o'clock to win the face-off. So you start at 9 o'clock and you go to 6 o'clock, and it just looks like that. Simple enough. We already went over where you could possibly aim this puck if you want to pass it like in a certain direction. So the next one would be the backhand maneuver if you're a lefty. And the way that one works is you would hold down the right stick to the right, so it'd be at 3 o'clock, and then when the ref drops the puck, you'd go downward to 6 o'clock. Let's see how that one works. A little fast, but there we go. And so the way aiming for this one works is you can't pass it to the guy on your right, since Crosby's a lefty, and on the backhand he's only going to pass it to the left. So again, the midpoint would be about here, where you can pass it to, and from there, I guess this guy could skate over and pick it up, but unlikely. And you can also pass it to about this point. So if you hold your left stick to about 7 or 8 o'clock, this guy could pick it up. And this could be very useful in the offensive zone when you are drifting away very, very slowly. When you're right here, so your guy can pick up the puck and do something with it from there, so you don't have to pass it to your defender. So that is the basic backhand. This next face-off is kicking the puck back to one of your players. And the way that works, if you're a lefty, you put your right stick at 9 o'clock, so to the left, and when the ref drops the puck, you actually go upward to 12 o'clock. So let's see it in action here. He kicks the puck. So normally, if you don't use the left stick, it'll kick the puck towards the right. But you can actually control this this face-off maneuver and have him kick the puck to the left, to the bottom left. And that's just if you use the left stick, and then just choose like maybe the 7 or 8 o'clock motion again. Sometimes, since this face-off maneuver is really slow, sometimes what could happen is the opponent wingers and get the puck when it's about like midway through. So I'd caution using this face-off maneuver. On the flip side, the opposite could happen, where your wingers could also pick up this puck. If you're playing ESHL, that's how that would work. So then the next one would be the stick lift. And so this one starts off on the backhand. So you want to be holding your right stick at 3 o'clock or to the right. And then when the ref drops the puck, you just simply go upward to 12 o'clock. See this in action? Just like that. The nice thing about this one is that you can pass it to this guy as well, not the ref. You can pass it to this guy as well if you hold left on the left stick when you do the face-off maneuver. And this actually sets up one of my favorite set plays, which I'll go over later, but I guess you can have a little sneak preview. If I'm on the power play in this face-off circle, they don't have a winger on this side, so it's just my guy on his own. And I can win the face-off and get it to him using this face-off maneuver, and then he goes behind the net and does some other things I'll tell you later. But if I can get the puck to him, it's almost a guaranteed goal. At least it's a high percentage shot that we've been talking about so much. Okay, so the next two go together, and they're based on tying up. A lot of people think that the tie-up is just is just the left stick, but I disagree. This is why I said there's 5 to 8. Well, this technically counts as just one face-off maneuver for most people. For me, it's 2. You can win, or you can win a face-off using the tie-up on both your forehand and your backhand. But the basic idea is it starts with the left stick. And when the ref drops the puck, so you're just holding on the left stick normally. Although I tend to move the left stick either to the left or to the right before, just so I can get that rhythm, that motion. But when the ref drops the puck, you then just move it upward. That'll tie up the other person, and one of your skaters can come in and try to pick up the puck. And so this is basically what happens. He just comes in with the puck and continues on. But like I said, I think there's 2 different things that can happen here. I think it depends on which way he's holding his stick for the face-off, like if he's going on his forehand or on his backhand. It depends on how you time up, because you can time up like this, where you're both kind of in the middle, but you can also time up like this, where you end up pushing him. So I think you want to go, I think it's the opposite of what he does, but we'll confirm that in the advanced face-off maneuvers video. So going back to this tie-up, again, it's mostly the left stick, but the other case, in this case, I think I went with the backhand. So I'm holding the right stick to the right on my backhand, and then I'm also holding the left stick, it doesn't really matter which direction, to the left, again, just for the motion. And then when the ref drops the puck, they both go upward. So those are tie-ups. Tie-ups are really good in the offensive zone because this might be like a glitch, but when you go for the tie-up, the other person can't change their center, like the person that they're using. So you have like an extra second or 2 of just you and the AIs trying to figure out like what you want to do next. So tie-ups are really good on set plays, which we'll go over in the future, like the one I was just talking about. Where you can get the swinger to come pick up the puck and take a shot at the net. Or you can take a one-timer right off the face-off as well with these set plays. Or you can pass it when the winger picks up the puck, you can pass it back to your defender for a one-timer. Not the point. So that's the offensive zone. So now there's 2 other face-off maneuvers that hardly anyone does because they're kind of useless in this game. The first one is to deke off the face-off. And the only time, now the reason why they're useless is because they're hard to actually like win the face-off in the first place. I'd say they only work if your face-off rating is very high compared to the other person, and other cases are when they're not even playing. But in this case, I'm going to do the deke off the face-off. And the way that this one works is you hold down left bumper or L1 depending on your console. And when you do that, that's before the ref drops the puck. And with your right stick, you just hold it down, just like right in the middle, or you just hover over it, I guess. And when the ref drops the puck, you just move the right stick upward to 12 o'clock. And I just dropped my controller that way. Doesn't matter. Who cares? So the way this works, or what happens here, is just this. It's a cute little way to win a face-off. Sometimes this catches the defenders off guard. Not really the AIs. It'll be very hard to run past the AIs using this method. But if it's an ESHL, you can run past the defenders and just go in for a breakaway. That's why it's pretty useful. Then the last one is just shooting the puck off of the face-off. And this one is very annoying because half the time you don't actually shoot it off the face-off, your guy misses. But when it does work, thankfully it works. And you can do something. And so the way that one works is you just hold up on the right stick. Let me bring the controller back. You hold up on the right stick, and your guy's just going to shoot it. Like, it's pretty basic. Like I said, in this case it works. Maybe like if the person has an empty netter somehow and you're in their zone, that might work. If there's barely any time left. ESHL goalies maybe. But otherwise, don't even worry about this face-off maneuver. Maybe in the future it'll be more effective. Yeah, guys, that is all I have for today. Hopefully you guys found this video informative and useful.